What's up everybody, Lucio here and welcome to Arkala. This is a new UK map for OMSI 2 which is currently in development. So just to clarify, this is a beta and is not available for public download. I would like to say a massive thank you to Charlie, the lead developer, for giving me the opportunity to share this with you all. And a major milestone for this channel actually, as it's the first time I've ever been granted early access to anything. And a few of you recently have been asking for a video with full commentary, so this is the special video that I was referring to. So without further ado, let's get into my first drive. Right, so let's get started. As you can see, I will be driving Route 63. If I just go to the route map. So there are two routes in the add-on, Route 63 and 64, and they both run from Pendle Station, which is on the left, to Arkala city centre at the right. But where we are right now is actually in the middle at Oxedon High Street. So I'm going to drive from here to Arkala, or the city centre. Just to kind of split it up, because if I did the full route, that would be about an hour and 10, hour and 20 minutes, I think. So I thought I'd save it, you know, just do the short journey, so it's only half of that length. And then what I'll do in a separate video is drive from here in the other direction, so that it's splitting it up rather than putting it in one really long video. Not sure why that car's moving, so probably a good point to mention that this is still a beta, so expect to see bugs and gaps in scenery, all that kind of thing. And if we see it, like I think we're seeing here, it's a good thing because it means that we can report it. I'm just going to drive through. I've got collisions off, so I shall make a note of that. But yeah, as I was saying with the routes before, so there are two routes, Route 63 and 64. They both do that same sort of, well, they both have the same start and finish point, Pendle Station to city centre, but they take slightly different routes on the way. But I chose Route 63 because that's closer to completion at the moment, so I thought it made sense to show that off. And I am going to turn route markers on before I end up getting lost. I did lie slightly when I said that this was my first drive, because it's actually my third drive of this route. The first time I forgot to press record, and the second time OMSI decided to crash right before the end. So I thought, you know what, let's just do it again, and I'm really hoping that this doesn't crash this time. Which I don't think was necessarily the map's fault. I think it was just my OMSI being its usual misbehaving self, but oh well, hopefully this works, hopefully it doesn't crash, but if it does, I'll probably just use this video anyway. And then maybe finish it separately and edit it onto the end. I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. But yeah, first impressions, I really like this map. It's got so many custom buildings, mostly made, I believe, by Charlie himself. And I know it takes a lot of time to do that. I think this map's been in development for about 3 years now. Don't quote me on that though. I will have to double check, but yeah, it really pays off because it makes the map feel so much more unique and just unlike any other map that we've got. So I absolutely love it. I love that we're getting more and more UK maps in OMSI because I enjoy them a lot more than all the German maps that we used to have to play. As much as I still liked them, like Winsenberg and all those kind of maps, it's really nice that we've now got UK maps and much better buses these days. Now I'm not doing ticket selling just because I want to spend more time looking around the map. That's my usual logic from that. So I would expect that we will run early. I think we're actually running a minute late right now, so we'll see if we catch up. But yeah, if you do see any bugs or anything that looks a bit weird that I don't comment on, definitely mention it in the comments below, because it might be something to report. And the other thing to look out for are Easter eggs, because there are Easter eggs everywhere apparently, but I'm really bad at spotting them. Like apparently there's over 150 Easter eggs in this map. I thought that billboard might be one, but actually looked normal. It could be anything, it could be something on a road sign, could be like a celebrity in a field or literally anything. Just look out for Easter eggs, let me know if you spot any, because I probably won't. You also probably noticed that I had to add in the Tesla Model X, like my favourite AI car for OMSI 2. First time back in the Enviro 400 for a while as well. I have missed it. It's funny that it says missed again on the back. Green line being the main livery of the buses, as you will notice. Right, we're not stopping here. For anyone who plays OMSI, by the way, what do you tend to put as your weather settings? I usually just keep it best weather, just to get the best performance, but I'm actually using real weather this time, based on London. It's quite cold today. What's it saying? It's saying 10 degrees in the bus. It said that when I spawned in. Ooh, nearly missed this. Yeah, I'm not sure if the heating is working in here. Okay, that's weird. It won't go. Okay, let's just forget that. I don't think it's gonna work. But yeah, do you guys play with best weather as well, or do you go for something different? Let me know. Also let me know what you think of the map. Like, I'm still kind of blown away by just how good it is. And bear in mind, I don't know if I've already mentioned, but this is going to be a freeware map. So like, considering the quality you get for that, I think that's really good. Oh, he's going to wait for me, isn't he? Okay, let's go. What have we got? We are still a minute late. Okay. Interested to see if we can make that back. I love this route as well. I hate routes that kind of like drive in a straight line for ages because it gets a bit boring. But this map is like the complete opposite of that, but this route even is the complete opposite of that. Absolutely love it. And there are lots of roundabouts. I know they're a pain in terms of getting the OMSI AI to behave on them, but I love driving on roundabouts. I don't know if that's just me being weird, but I just feel like it makes it more interesting. Better than driving in a straight line all the time. Now, you would think that I remember what stop to stop at here. Since this is my third time, I believe it's this one. And that's just a good example of like the background scenery not quite being done yet. So it's still an early beta. Considering the map's about 75% done, the bits that are done look really, really good. There's just those, you know, gaps in scenery that need to be filled in, any bugs that need to be fixed, and all that kind of stuff. I don't think I would have the time to make an OMSI map. It seems like such a pain, especially given how old and buggy OMSI is. Right, we are going... I love these route markers, by the way. They look really good. So we are going towards Arkala city centre, but the one thing I didn't mention is the actual city centre terminus is not done yet. So we terminate about 5 minutes early at Jenson Street, which looks really good, by the way, so hopefully we make it there without my OMSI crashing this time. But yeah, eventually that will be extended a bit further into the city. But I do love the city. It's got such a nice vibe to it. Like, you really feel like you're in a city, if that makes sense. Whereas right now you really feel like you're in that kind of rural / urban area that's not quite the city, not quite the countryside, just that in between. So I am looking forward to doing the other ends of the route, starting where we did today at Oxedon, but going back the other way towards Pendle Station, because it kind of gets further away from the city, I think. So I am looking forward to that. I just didn't think I'd be able to do the whole hour route and keep it interesting. This turning I don't think is possible. I think that will need to be widened. I don't know, maybe it's just me. With a bit of external driving you can kind of just about do it, but yeah, I think that's too tight. That probably needs to change. And that is the back of the hospital, which we'll see closer up in a minute or two. It's one of my favourite buildings. I can't believe I haven't spotted an Easter egg. I hope some of you guys spot them in the comments so that I can take credit and pretend that I actually found one, because so far I've not found anything. And apparently they're just everywhere. The other thing that I wouldn't mind is just some honest feedback on the quality of my audio in terms of this voiceover. Right now, as I'm clicking my mouse and everything, it's quite noisy, but I'm hoping that I can edit it out before you actually see this video. But if you can hear the mouse clicks, I do apologise. It means I wasn't quite able to edit them out. I'm still kind of working on that and trying to find out how to do it best. That right there. Oh, great, can't see it. Spelling mistake on entrance. I did notice that, but that's not really an Easter egg. I think that's just a bug error. Could be anything hiding in the fields. I know somewhere else on the map there's Theresa May dancing in the fields, which I thought was hilarious. But where I drive, I don't see anything. Entrance is spelled correctly this time. Oh, don't walk in front of me. I mean, we're outside a hospital, so can I just run him over? Wouldn't it be that bad, right? Great, now I'm stuck. Don't drive into me. You can see the hospital a lot better here. I love this building. Perfect example of how custom buildings really make a massive difference. Because imagine if this was just like they just used a default building that you've seen on every map, it wouldn't really feel much different from other maps. But when you've got these massive custom buildings, and it just gives such a nice unique feel to your map. So massive props to Charlie on that. I've seen the pain that developers go through. Oh, I still don't know which stop to stop at here. I think it's this one, but no one ever gets on, which is weird. If any other beta testers are watching and wondering how I've actually got a decent amount of passengers on the bus, it's because I put the passenger, I don't even know what it's called, passenger factor at bus stops, or whatever it's called. I put it up to 200% because I heard that on the short journeys you don't get many passengers, so I just wanted to make sure that I would be stopping at bus stops and not just skipping past them all. let's wait. I do love that the AI used in the London add-on has been released as a freeware pack, so that other UK maps can use it as well. I think that's really good. Just missing a Tesla, which is why I had to add the Model X, but otherwise I love it. I noticed there's a payware pack you can get on Steam that's got the Tesla Model 3. I was really tempted to buy that, but I think it's like £12 and the only car I'd want is the Tesla Model 3, so not really worth it, unfortunately. Was that car stuck there? It's weird, I'll have to watch that back. Do I stop here? I don't think so. What does it say? No, I don't. Okay. There's a stop around here somewhere. I messed up some of the repaints, I think, which is why some of the buses don't have their liveries. Just because the repaints were all like had a lot of 4K textures, so I did get memory issues, so I had to go in half the size of some of them. And I think I may have messed some of them up. Hence, default Studio Polygon livery. I'll have to go back and fix that before I film the other end of this route. So I believe at this point we are about halfway, and still a minute late. Okay. High temperature. Is that 10 degrees not the temperature inside the bus? Am I being baffed? It's actually very confusing. Maybe this temperature display on the dashboard is broken then. Let's turn it down, I suppose. I wonder what temperature it is. Okay. I'm guessing that dashboard is just broken. For sale. Wonder how much that costs. Whoa, okay. Did not expect that to happen. When you've got like parked cars on the road, there isn't really anything you can do about getting the AI to behave. Don't you all just wish that we had a more advanced version of OMSI? I mean, I guess there's Lotus in development, but I haven't really heard much about it. I don't really know if it's improved very much. I'm still blown away by the quality of this map. I really didn't expect it to be so good. Oh, by the way, does anyone know what these are? These triangles. I saw them in West Country Free for the first time and I had to Google it because I didn't know what they were. If you already know what they are, then well done, because I had no idea. But apparently they are traffic calming triangles, I guess. So supposedly you'll drive through them and they'll calm you down, cause you to drive slower. Do they actually work? I have no idea. I like this purple tree. Though it looks a bit odd being the only one there, but it's nice. It's not a cherry blossom though, right? Because they'd be pink. Or can you get purple ones? I don't know. Why am I not moving? Weird. These traffic lights were actually broken yesterday because they kept going red straight away. But I don't think it will do it now because there's no other people waiting to cross. That bus driver didn't look like he got calmed down by those triangles, to be honest. So this is actually where my map froze yesterday as the next tile loaded in. Fingers crossed we won't freeze as we go down this road. So far so good. Okay, I think we are safe. You can see that as you get to the city centre the area is not quite as finished, which is why I didn't start at that end, but of what is done I really, really like it. When we get to the final bus stop you'll see Jenson Street, which looks pretty much complete and it looks really, really nice. Okay, I'm really glad that my OMSI didn't freeze. Are we... Ah, we're running early now. That's cool. Which is a good sign, because it means if I was doing ticket selling, I'd probably be just on time. So it seems the timetable is good. Going here, turning right. Oh, disappearing bus. That's a bug. I found this weird actually. Theatre Rheinhausen. So I don't know if that's temporarily an object from the Rheinhausen map, or if it's just coincidence. I'm not too sure. I love that they've done the faux shadowing that we first saw in, well, I was going to say West Country 3. West Country 3 just took it to another level in terms of doing it under trees and everything, but that probably takes so long. But Add-on London I think was the first map where I've seen it, where they did it under the bridges. It's very nice. As I was saying, it would be nice if we just had a more advanced version of OMSI that had shadows that worked and everything, but I don't know, we can dream. Caring homes. Really disappointed that I haven't spotted an Easter egg. I don't know if I'm just being blind. I'm just really bad at spotting them. But anyway, look, we're approaching the city centre. Love all the tall buildings. There's that Rheinhausen Theatre again. Maybe they are just temporary? I don't know. The building looks fine, it's just the sign. It's a bit weird. We do have tram lines here. I'm not sure if trams will be added suppose they might be, as AI. This is Davygate Square. I don't know if it's here where there would actually be water effects if I had the right setting enabled. I don't know, there's water fountains somewhere, but I can't see them because I don't have them turned on in my settings. But yeah, I just love the city areas so much. Maybe there are just some default buildings, because I noticed that bank up there is DB. I don't know if that's a default building, I'm not sure. Maybe not. It's fine if it is, they still look good. Like, there are so many custom buildings already that you don't really notice. And don't forget, this is only a payware map. Sorry, this is only a freeware map, so the quality you're getting is really, really good. Turn left for, I don't know. I don't think that counts as an Easter egg, sadly. Maybe I can call it an Easter egg. It's the closest I've come to spotting one, I guess. So I believe this is our second last stop. Yeah, I think there are just some default objects, which is fine. They still look good. It's just when you get maps that use purely default objects, it's just not quite the same as having a lot of custom ones as well. While we're in traffic, I'm really determined to find an Easter egg. Nope. Never gonna find any, am I? I love these ambulances, by the way. I don't think I've seen them before in any other map. But I'm guessing they were part of the AI pack that got released. Come on, Easter egg, where are you? This is our terminus, just up there. Okay, do you know what? I'm never going to spot one. These lights, I don't know. I don't think they're broken. I think it's just because there are so many roads that have to go. I guess it could be changed a bit. Did these just go green twice? Oh, they are, look. Okay, maybe this junction is a bit broken still. Like I said, city centre is further away from completion than the rest of the map, so I'm just going to drive through here, because I'm not sure if it's going to go green. But yeah, I love this area so much. It looks so good. It's weird, car spawning. But yeah, I don't think it's worth reporting the bugs in this area just because it's not finished yet. There's no traffic lights on there. But yes, here we are. So this is our terminus at the moment. but as I said before, there will be an extension from here going further into the city centre, or just a bit more around the city. Ooh. Okay, good timing. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this map so far. I absolutely love it. Do you guys like it too? I'm just seeing if there's much more to explore. Okay, doesn't seem to be too much. But yeah, next video I will go from Oxedon, where we started today, but I'll go in the other direction and go to Pendle Station. But for now, thank you very much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and I will catch you in the next one.